Right, Andrew. Sorry.
How's life? How's 2025 treating you?
Pretty good. In and out and in and out.
In and out of a lot.
Well, in and out of one thing for sure.
How have you found the Who drama, the chat around it?
I'm very thankful for the support I got. Very thankful. I didn't particularly like what they're saying about Roger, because there's only one gig in it and there's only one fuck up, you know. And at the end of the day, technical problems. Usually with the Who, just it'll crash, we'll start it again. But on this particular occasion, don't know why, I dropped some beats apparently. I fucking looked everywhere for them and I can't find them. Right, I watched it a couple of times. I can't find them, but I got the sack.
Is it usually that abrupt?
Don't know, I've not been sacked before.
How are you finding it?
And then I'm back in again like 3-4 days later.
Yeah.
And then nearly 2 weeks after that, I sacked. Yeah.
And what was the interim period like? Those weeks, those days in between?
The first sacking was a bit like Pete said, "You strong enough? You strong enough to like fight for your job back here?" I said, "Not if you've got to do it for me. Was it for the Who? I wouldn't be playing the drums, you know, because I was a guitarist first, Mark Bunnan." And he went, "All right, let's get your job back." And then Roger demanded public apology and admittance of dropping 2 beats.
They wanted you to admit the mistake.
You want a public apology?
Yeah.
And admittance of dropping 2 beats. So I did it, but I did it with like a duck playing the drums, which is my character in the Mantras video.
Yeah.
Pete phoned me and he went, "Try it again without the duck." Did it without the duck, got my gig back. 10 days later, sacked again. For, but just Roger said he can't work with you no more. After I'd done that. Why? Okay. But I still talk to Roger every week on the phone. Still text repeat all the time. And I spoke to Roger last week. He said, "Don't take your drums out of the warehouse yet in case we need you." What the fuck's going on, man? Like, that's where it's at now. I mean, the week before that, he said, "Well, we haven't fired you, we've retired you because you're so busy with your own group, your own project." Half my group's in Oasis, the other half's in Happy Mondays. He said, "There's me and a fucking rabbit out of the video. Like, I'm free." And he went, "Oh." Sort of leave it there. And then last week, "Don't take your drums out of the warehouse in case we give you a call." I said, "Well, hurry up, because I've written a letter to Bob Dylan." Like going, you know.
You expecting a reply from Bob?
Oh, no, but at least I tried.
Yeah.
Because I know all his lyrics and I know all his tunes, and if he changes them up like he always does, I could follow it. Because I've been following Pete Townsend for 30 years and he never plays the same thing twice. So I could follow Bob probably.
Has all this coloured your experience and memories? Do you feel weird about going back to the Who if it would happen?
No, I just think it's the Who. It's sort of the first time it sort of fazed me a bit, but and then the second time it was a bit disappointing. And then they asked me to say that I left, and I didn't leave, so I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
So that's sort of like, you know, that's not very clear Pete statement that Pete has to say because he's in a group with Roger.
Yeah.
And then I countered it by saying I'm not leaving, like I've been sacked again, because that's the truth. I'm not going to fucking lie, especially to all the people that supported me through all that shit. You know, that would just be letting everyone down, isn't it? Like, "Oh, well, I'm going to leave you anyway, thanks a lot."
Yeah. Well, let's just start with the single. I mean, Domino Bones Get Dangerous finally getting an official release.
Yes. It did come out before, that 600 limited edition vinyl to go to the Cavern gig. That was it in January.
Yeah.
Very venue let us do 2 gigs in a day so we could pay the crew and the rehearsals and everything in the vinyl.
Yeah.
And then we were supposed to play here, and all the crew and everything's here. I got a blood clot, lost all the dough from the Cavern, so I couldn't do the gig.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
But Domino Bones has become something of a cult classic already then.
Great. Yeah, good news. It is, isn't it? It's mad. Really mad, silly.
I mean, you don't get much more of an all-star lineup than that on one song, do you?
Not really, unless it's the Beatles. So, yes, no, you don't. But it is Noel sent it to me, but I scrapped his music and I just listened to Sean and I played my electric drums for a boombox and recorded it on there to find parts to play with Sean. I'd sped him up as well, about 9 BPM. And in the end, we used what was on here. That's the drums, really. And then I wrote new music for it and then dropped Noel back in. And it was just, Noel went, this is the maddest thing I've ever heard. It's complimentary.
Well, for those who didn't get their hands on the vinyl, I mean, how would you describe the DNA of this track? What's the sonic landscape, the vibe?
There's a bit of hip hop, a bit of rock, and then at the end it's like Free Bird from Mods.
When did Noel get involved in this track?
Oh, he said it about a year ago.
Yeah.
He said this might be better for your band than mine. Because it didn't work for his band, because the hip hop sort of element of Short, I think.
Of High Flying Birds. Is that for High Flying Birds or? Yeah.
So I took the music off, started from the ground up. And at first my version was hip hop. And then we were going to do later. And Noel went, there's only drums on this, what the fuck am I supposed to play? So it's write music.
Yeah.
Go on it, which is quite difficult retrospectively. See what I mean?
Yeah.
But we've already got the track. But it worked. You know, it's a bit thin, easy, song record taste. Nothing wrong with that. It's heavy and it's mad, isn't it? It's crazy. And beautiful. Noel's part of beautiful that when it drops, you know, and then it just goes.
When this was coming together, did you know that Oasis were coming back together in the background, or was that all very hush hush?
We had this tune before that, because the hip hop version was done before.
Yeah.
But then I knew about Oasis last. Noel called me on my birthday to tell me I wasn't in it.
Oh.
I didn't know it's my birthday then. I like to be in it.
Yeah.
They're my favourite group of my generation, you know. And the thing about groups that you love, like The Who or Oasis, so it's not a job. It's protecting music so that no one does it wrong.
Yeah.
Because so many people it's a job and they don't really care. But when it's your favourite band, pick up phone and it's like, fucking hell, alright.
Yeah.
Then it's completely different. And then where you know, everything else is true. I fucking love Oasis. I always did. Always had this thing with Liam for years, from like mid-90s, where I go, alright, I've got a daffer for her. Alright, daffers, still the greatest rock and roll singer in the world then. He goes, alright, Zak Starkey, still the greatest rock and roll drummer in the world. And this went on for years, and then I was in it. I couldn't believe it.
So nothing but good memories of those times. Did you feel like
Man,
you were the best band in the world at that given time? Like,
he was the best live band by fucking miles. We went to America and we fucking destroyed it. He was great. Fucking great. And them boys never argue. Didn't want to ruin you, really. It was just had a laugh and played great rock and roll.
what do you make of Joey Waronker? Advice for him, or?
Don't fuck. Make sure you get the tempos right. Them boys know. They're smart. They're so smart musicians I ever met. And they really do know. Like, they did for us. So it's slow. They bang on it.
Do you reckon Oasis has got a new album in it, or do you think it's all about the shows?
I don't know. I thought Liam's last album was a work of art. Really did. Work of art. That first tune, Mother, is that what it's called? I thought it was Yoko Ono. So out there, isn't it?
Yeah.
And also great they leave his ego at the door a little bit, get a bit of help. Well done. I really thought, yeah, that's an album I've been listening to 10 years. All forever.
How would you describe the chemistry between yourself, Bez, Sean, and Andy? What happens when you get into a room?
We could be in a dressing room. Me, Sean, Bez and Andy could be in a dressing room for 12 hours and we were fine. Great. Me and Sean, Andy was busy having a #1 album with Riot, so everything's me and Sean in. And my wife wrote Curator and she wrote Gorilla. So basically it's been me and Sean in the studio for everything.
And mantra aside, and waiting for Bob Dylan to reply, what else is in the diary? What's on your bucket list?
I'll say anything, Roger will go, you're too busy again. I mean,
Watching Cash in the Attic.
I'm going to have a wank right, and relax for a bit. No, I'm not going to finish the mandatory stuff and mix it. It's most of it's done already, you know. And I had a record label in Jamaica called Trojan Jamaica, nothing to do with Trojan UK. And two cinematals, four Toots died. I was promised him my Chris's life work, which is Toots sings Otis. Keith Richards already played on it, in Satisfaction. And he's done it so well, it's not going to take much work to finish it, really. But I said I'd finish it, so I'll do that. That's it, really.
We've got the Beatles biopics coming out. Barry Keoghan. Yeah, Barry Keoghan playing Ringo Starr.
Yeah.
What do you make of that, and what's your advice for him becoming
Get
Ringo?
a really big rubber nose.
That's all there is to it.
Yeah. I don't know what else to say. He looks nothing like the dad, does he? Like, yeah, but you can fix anything, can't you?
Yeah.
I don't know. Can you?
Don't know.
Well, you can certainly give someone a big nose. And I don't know. The thing about my dad is his personality. The dad personality sold the Beatles to America on his own, really. To that movie. He's the one with the charisma, isn't he? Pulling that off would be hard. But my dad here's just himself. You know?
And playing like Ringo isn't it easy?
Well, he's not actually playing the dude, is he?
I think so. I think I've already been getting drum lessons, I think.
That's fucking impossible. No one can play on my dad. Nobody. Not my God. Well, good luck to him. Just, he'll be the first guy that can actually pull it off. My dad's unique. The greatest rock and roll drummer in the world, still. Better now than then.
So, Zach, that's everything.
Nice one, mate.
Thanks so much, mate.
Speak.
It's just your time, man.